Okay, welcome everybody. Thanks. We're here to nominate our colleague and fellow rock star instructor, Lynn Baldwin, for the Provost Award for Faculty Excellence. I'm joined by my colleagues, Lene Lavoie, Jody Goldbeck, and Chris Yero. And I'll ask Lene to start us off.
Thanks, Penny. I really want to speak to the teaching excellence that Lynn has, and I want to talk about specifically in the fall of 2020 when I observed her classroom online live for Mindset for Success. Mindset for Success has a lot of emotional, intimate, personal concepts that people are coming up with, and I personally teach that class online, but had never seen it done face-to-face or online live. So I felt humbled when she asked me to observe. And I shouldn't have been surprised that I walked away from that observation mind blown. The ways that she was inclusive to her students, making it safe for them to share. She set up the class by talking about expectations that she had emailed before the class, and then gave them just a moment to gather themselves and get that together. She also brought some connectivity by finding just a quick fall artifact activity so people could share something from their personal lives that reminded them of fall. And it does no surprise that a lot of people talked about pumpkin spice coffee, and she actually brought that back into the classroom experience towards the end of the day. Lynn clearly knows her students. Many of her students had less common names, and it was so clear to me that not only did she know how to pronounce them, but she knew an artifact about their life that as they were doing round robin sharing, she kept going back to. And I think that is why her class was so engaged in the material the entire time. There was a couple of students who were struggling with their technology, and Lynn also made that mistake and giving examples of how they could actually access the material and share in different ways. And finally, there was a couple students who couldn't come, so Lynn made it clear that she was going to to record so that those students got that as well. I just want to end by saying I've had an opportunity to work with Lynn on several different projects outside of the scope of both of our roles. And in every one of those projects, Lynn has inspired me to be a more engaged, inclusive, empathetic, and authentic leader because of how she does what she does. So I want to send it off now to Penny, who is going to talk about how Lynn does equity and inclusion and other practices in her classroom.
I'm really honored to be a part of this team nominating Lynn because she is an inspiration and a joy to work with. Lynn demonstrates excellence by welcoming every student with an open mind and an open heart. She takes the time to understand her students' strengths and weaknesses, and she works really hard to provide them the support so that they can achieve academic success. And she tailors it to the needs that that particular student has. Lynn goes the extra mile. Through Lynn's desire to help students, she is a driving force to bring innovative ideas to her classes and then to share those great ideas with others, to inspire other instructors to be just as inclusive and welcoming and supportive of their students' success. Lynn connects with all students from all disciplines, backgrounds, and abilities. And one of the really great things about Lynn is she's committing to helping students understand their role in their academic success. She's not giving fishes, she's teaching how to fish. Lynn is always on time, set and ready to teach. And we take that for granted. She doesn't. She understands the importance of having an environment that feels professional, that is inspiring, and that is ready for learning. Lynn's style of teaching is not just to teach and issue a grade, but to make each student stronger in knowledge and armed with a skill set that is going to make them a master after college. She does all of this with an inclusive and comprehensive style so that all students can succeed. And I just want to mention, as Lene did, that Lynn is an outstanding servant leader at the college. It's one of her best qualities. And in all of the work she does, not just in the classroom, but in her college and committee work, she's inclusive of all people. As her roles in different, I've gotten the chance to work with her in different projects at the college, Lynn makes sure that everyone is included and heard. She never makes anyone feel like they don't know enough or they don't belong. Lynn is an expert. When she's on the team, you know that the work is going to be its very best and that you're going to be included in making that awesome final outcome. She's open and welcoming, and she creates an atmosphere where her colleagues want to pitch in and contribute. Most of all, Lynn encourages her colleagues by helping them offer contributions and finding value in them. Now I'm going to hand it off to Jody.
Thanks, Penny. Boy, after hearing the two of you, I love Lynn even more. She is an amazing person. As a leader, as a role model, as a collaborator, I've known Lynn for many years, but we hadn't had the opportunity to work together until the last couple of years when we developed something called the Building Blocks of Wellbeing Certificate. And that all started with her teaching a class called Mindset for Success, which I now teach as well. And she has been an amazing resource. She has provided course outlines and, a class that has to be taught that we're not real sure about the way that it should flow. Lynn handed all of that over to us, from PowerPoint presentations to activities. It's just been an amazing transition and made me feel so comfortable because I know that she is an inclusive instructor, and I really was able to take that over by watching and seeing what she had done, just by seeing on paper what she had written down. So she's amazing at that. She is my go-to person when I need tweaks on PowerPoint presentations or when I need help with a flyer. And she never says, no, I can't help you. She is always willing to help and collaborate and be this amazing role model to me. And I'm forever grateful for that. And I am super honored to be involved in this nomination for her. I think it is so well deserved. I'm going to pass it on to Chris, and she's going to finish up our nomination.
All right. So I'm here. I'm going to talk about how Lynn is a force for good at Madison College, and she is a brand ambassador. She is a true superhero when it comes to helping others and representing all the great parts of our college. Truly, she should be wearing a cape. Says the Madison College logo on it, but she probably has watched the movie The Incredibles. You know the rule: no capes. So I have seen Lynn spread her joy, her smile, her positive attitude throughout the country. I've seen her present at the Conference for International Association of Administrative Professionals, where she talked to hundreds of administrative professionals on the topic of LinkedIn. Locally, she has worked with the Dream Bag. She has worked with colleagues on a Mastering Mindfulness series that connected many people. Even at the local branch of our International Association of Administrative Professionals, she's connected with people. She's made friends. She even recruited a couple of those administrative professionals to come to our college and earn an associate's degree. So her way of representing our college, of representing our programs, really has reached many people. And it's not just us. It's not just the professionals that are here. It's also her students. So don't just take our word for it. We have also attached testimonials from 3 students whose lives she has touched. So go, Lynn.